We're here at Richmond for the Toyota 250 under the lights, and on the pole is the 7 Isaac Nichols. 2 is outside the 05 of Tim Randolph. Then 30 of Alex Stewart. 4th is Jake Galloway. Rounding out the top 5, you have Adam McDowell. Then 6th is Justin Heath. 7th is James Curligan. 8th is Joe Jefferson. 9th is Jeff Wright, who's won here many times in the Target Series. Rounding up the top 10 of Michael Ferris. Then you have Marcus Satcher and Colton Yell in the next row, along with Steve Morgan and Steve Larker. Then there's Jonathan Range and Alexander Rowe, Jay Jefferson and Jonathan Buford, then Code Luigi and Eli Bright, Roland Cook and Jason Larker, and Hunter Powers and Joe Sandrovich, John West and Christian Parker. Then there's your points leader Jeff Buford and Wyatt Walker. You have Marcus Chapez and TJ Hanley, Juan Garcia and Patrick Smith, and John Gambit and Jose Fernandez, Justin Zidell and Levi Schoen. They have Max Harrison and Roland Emmerich, Gatlin Downey and Jim Gambit run final row running up the field. Michael Saris in the 60 and Luke Ray in the 70 will be on the final row for the start of the Toyota 250 as we go to track stand at the command.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Take a nice deep breath, buddy. Settle in, relax. Give your seatbelt a little tug and tug on your steering wheel one more time for me. Good luck, bud. We'll see you at the end of this deal.
And 42 cars roll off the starting grid here at Richmond as we near towards the Target Series Chase opener. 38 laps here at Richmond. Short track racing as we get closer to the chase. Pace car in. 2 Chevrolets lead us to the green flag. Isaac Nichols in the 7 on the pole. Into the restart zone. We're racing at Richmond. Green flag is in the air. Alex Stewart gets the inside. Nichols drives him up the track as they come off before. Stewart in the 39 lead lap 1. Here comes Adam McDowell in the 16 to the bottom lane. He's challenging for the race lead off into turn 1. Stewart way up the track, all the way up against the wall, 3 wide as they go through 1 and 2. DeCurligan gets all the way to 2nd in that move, and Isaac Nichols will fall back to 3rd, and Alex Stewart is still fading in the 39 up top. And McDowell's gotten away. Jake Galloway's now up to 3rd. Jeff Bright breaks into the top 5. He's right now 5th in the number 5 car. He's won here many times in his Target Series career. Looking at another one here tonight. He's up to 4th now. There's Eli Bright coming the 88 behind him, just a few cars back. Marcus Satcher in the 66. Steve Morgan with a big move to the bottom lane, making some contact there. Oh, and into the wall for the 14 and the 18. No yellow yet. Oh, and the wreck behind. Yellow is out. Caution is out for the first time here tonight. And involved... the wreck back! The 28 has been hit hard. Jonathan Buford's just gone spun out racing back to the line. Steve Morgan involved. I think I saw Isaac Nichols with damage in the 7. Jeff Bright's damage was 1 on the 5. Race back to the line, and James Curligan got back in front as we had 2 separate incidents. In fact, 3. The 14 and the 8 made contact. That led to another wreck, and then another wreck happened as they raced back. So first, let's see up into the first one. Powers and Michael Ferris make contact and hit the wall coming off turn number 4. That leads to a stack up behind. Looks like right here, Hunter Powers in the 14 overdrives 3 and 4 just a little bit. He's way off the bottom lane, up into Ferris, so there's really nowhere to go. He's holding his line and into the wall for both of those drivers. Hard hit there for the 18, pretty heavy front damage. And the 38 gets spun around in the checkup by the 9. And it looks like he might be the only one. Luigi did a great job there, his teammate avoiding. Joe Sandrovich. Oh, that was pretty close. I don't think he got damaged, though. If he did, it was just a little scrape to the paint. Nothing bad there. As I had to right there, they hit, they made contact, and Gambit's checking up a little bit sideways already, and then Jonathan Range just gets into the back of him, just kind of an accordion effect right there. And then racing back, oh, look, yeah, Steve Morgan. They were 4 wide off that deal, and my gosh, 2 JRM cars, Junior Motorsports cars, involved and gets some pretty significant damage right there. You can see Morgan up into Stewart, up into Nichols, sideways down to Buford, and they go hard, and Buford gets the worst of it, hard to the wall. Tim Randolph gets damage as well. Let's go on board 2 drivers in that crash. Jeff Brent, the 5, I mentioned, trying to get another Richmond win in the Target Series, but it's going to be a little bit harder now with some pretty heavy left side and rear end damage. He gets away, he's probably going to stay on the track, but it could be slower, but we're at Richmond, you never know. Isaac Nichols in the 7, pretty similar damage. And Nichols started from the pole. Looks like it was going to be a good race, but he has pretty similar damage to his teammate, Jeff Brent. In fact, maybe just a little bit worse for the 7 of Nichols. Back in front, James McCurrigan gets by in the 01. Haley is back to the green flag as well. As he stays out on the racetrack, Galloway will be behind him in second. Coming back green this time on lap number 10, no cars retired from that, so we still have all 42 cars left in the race on the lead lap. Out front, the 01 of James McCurrigan trying to hold on. Second is Jake Galloway in the 11. Then third, you have Ann McDowell. Fourth is Marcus Sachi. And rounding out the top half, Alexander Rowe. Then Isaac Nichols in sixth has some pretty heavy damage. Seventh is Alex Stewart. Teammate of Nichols, Jeff Bright, is eighth. They have Tim Ranoff in ninth and Eli Bright rounding out the top 10. 3 JRM cars inside the top 10. 2 of them have some pretty significant damage as the green flag is back waving. DeCurrigan gets a pretty good restart there, but will he overdrive turn 1, 2 like we've seen so many of these leaders do on these restarts? He does a little bit there, but not too badly. As they come down the backstretch, Ann McDowell's going to have a fight with Jake Galloway for the second position, which is really going to help DeCurrigan keep that race lead, but not. They're going like this. McDowell clipped into the wall! Up on his side, and this is going to be big. He gets Jeff Bright, Marco Chapez, and they're stacking up on the front stretch. A big one. Oh, look, who's that just came flying in down the bottom lane, and they're still hitting, and yellow number 2 as we barely take the restart. McDowell on his side after contact battling up front, and it's a hard crash. John Gammett has damage. There's Christian Parker, Roland Emmerich, Luke Rainey. There's TJ Hanley in the 44. Juan Garcia, Jose Fernandez, Roland Cook involved. Michael Sanders, there's Jonathan Raines, Jay Jefferson, Justin Zidell, Michael Ferris. Gatlin Downey has damage. Dakota Luigi get involved. There's Wyatt Walker, Hunter Powers, Adam McDowell still rolling somehow. The 04 is the one that flew in there, Max Anderson at the end. Adam McDowell, the first go around this crash, up on his side, and it collects basically the whole field behind him. Caution number 2 comes out right after caution number 1. Let's check out how it was caused. Racing off 4. Big battle for second up here, battling for the race lead. McDowell gets up into Galloway, it spins them both hard into the outside wall. They both get pretty heavy damage there, but McDowell up on his side and almost goes upside down. But right here, the 5 Jeff Bright hits him once he comes back down to earth. Bright, that's basically race-ending damage there. Yepes gets into Jeff right there. There's the 09 getting involved of Patrick Smith. There's Steve Larker, Jim Gammett flying in there after contact with Luke Rainey. Emmerich lifts the 1 up off the ground. There's the 04 going in and hitting Michael Sanders. Some cars weaving through there. Jeffrey Beeford, your points there gets there. So that's where Hanley and the others getting involved as the track is clogged. In real time here. McDowell can see up there into Jake Galloway. Has no really to go. Galloway gets a pretty heavy right side damage there. Jeff Bright just nowhere to go. He's committed to the high side. And then the 09 hitting that 16 really made it a worse crash than what it was going to be. Really bounced him down into the middle of the pack. It caused a bigger accident. Jeff Bright, the 5 is on board. And my oh my, it's another hard hit for Jeff. And this time it's probably going to take him out of this race contention. Hard contact right there. Jeff's probably going to be done after tonight. It's also going aboard the 32 of Colucci's up there in the points. If he can make it through, this could be some points. It could be a shot at a win. Let's see here. It looked like he was pretty close there. He was in the middle of it all. Got this. Wow. Colucci hits the brakes at the right time, gets by, and if there's damage, it's minimal. Colucci, great job there. Points there, Jeff Beefer involved, gets some rear end damage in this as she got slowed down, but guys behind did not. Heavy damage there as well to the rear end. It's also going forward with Levi Jones in the 15, your Brickyard winner, trying to win once again the Target Series. He might have been able to miss this. He got a little bump right there, but he's able to miss it. Great job there by Levi Jones trying to get back to victory lane in the Target Series. So back in front, the 01 of James McCurrigan leads us back. Marcus Sachi in second. It'll be a restart here. Are we going green or are they just... oh, we're going green this time, but we'll come back just a little bit later in the lap. So we're going back green lap 16. This is a pretty interesting restart. There's double file some guys back there. Cars out from that, John Gammett, TJ Hanley, Max Anderson, Roland Emmerich, Luke Rainey, Jim Gambit, Patrick Smith, Gatlin Downey, Ann McDowell, and Steve Larker. Jeff Bright a lap down, Christian Parker a lap down, John West a lap down still on the racetrack. 29 cars on the lead lap, and out there with a shot. James Kerrigan in the 01 will lead on this restart. Marcus Sachi in second. Alexander Rowe third. Isaac Nichols fourth. And Alex Stewart fifth. But they have some lap cars there to the outside. I don't know why they're out there. They shouldn't be out there. But the green flag is back waving. We're back racing. Kerrigan steps on the gas. You can see right there. John West gets away, but they're on the outside. So it actually work out better for some of these leaders rather than them being on the inside and getting caught up top. For second, Alexander Rowe will move past Marcus Sachi down the backstretch and move the A2 car up to P2. Back there for third, Sachi. A little contact there with Isaac Nichols. They keep it straight for now. Front three, get clear, get away from the battles behind. Here comes Alexander Rowe now for the race lead. Caution back out. Yellow's back out into turn one. It's another big crash. Jeff Bright once again. Hunter Powers, Morgan, Shones, Walker, and a heavy mess in turn one. They're racing back for a second. Sachi gets back in second. Kerrigan leads us back. And it's a melee up in turn number one. Jeff Bright again, Sanders again, Ferris again, Shones, Walker, maybe Garcia again. And it's a big, big crash fest here at Richmond. Caution number 3 as we just restart once again. Shones involved with heavy damage. Well, this is a scary crash, a big crash as well. Coming off of turn number 4, Yepez in the 41 up top, and Morgan down low in the 9-9, and he makes a little bit slight contact there, but gets sideways enough to where he gets down to Hunter Powers and spins them both into the grass. He's trying to collect the car here, Morgan is, still flying through the grass, slowing down just a little bit there because of the grass, but still has his foot in it. He's going to hit the inside wall right here and shoot back up into Shones. It's going to lift the 9 up off the ground into the catch fence. He goes, rails off of the safer bear, and cars go through the middle. There's where Michael Sanders got his damage. The 81, the 5, the 18 all piling as well. And caution again, number 3 here at Richmond. Target race here at Richmond have been known to be wild, but this is insane. Here we had a car going to the catch fence. Right there, hard hit up into the 15. 28.62, 9.32, and others do a great job getting through the middle, but some not so fortunate to get through the middle without damage. Look at this from spectator camera. Right here, come off of 4. You see, Yepez in the 99 makes slight contact. 99 gets a little sideways, but down to the 14 and never lets off. Right here, if I'm 99 Morgan, I'm letting off, but trying to save it and gets into the inside wall, and that's some pretty hard contact there with a few drivers. Let's go on board with a few of them. Jeff Bright in the 5, his 3rd wreck. He's been basically every caution, and Bright once again more damage to the 5. He doesn't have a hood anymore. Front end's basically gone. And right there, hits even harder. Is this going to be the final nail in the coffin for Jeff Bright in the 5 team? Levi Shones in the 15 back here. He gets pretty heavy damage. His day is going to be done. See right there, the spin down low. He thinks he's fine, but then he's going to see a 99 shoot up the track right there. And oh my gosh, that's a hard... Oh, and they got hit again. Hard crash there for Levi Shones in the 15. Code Luigi in the 32 is in the middle of this, but he's able to snake his way through and gain a few more positions. Yeah, watch the 99 get lift off the ground right here. My gosh. And then right in front of Code Luigi, points leader Jennifer Beefer has that rear end damage, but is still going strong. She gets a few positions as well. Wow, that's a hard hit there for Shones and Morgan. Kerrigan, if he can just nail these restarts down, he'll be good. It's been a crash fest so far at Richmond. Kerrigan leads us back to the stripe. We'll have a restart after halfway. Can Kerrigan hold on and win here at Richmond? Going back green, lap number 23. And from that crash, cars out. The 60 of Michael Sanders, the 81 of Wyatt Walker, the 15 of Levi Shones, the 99 of Steve Morgan, and the 14 of Hunter Powers. Jeff Bright still somehow still in the race. Joe Sandroge's lap down, Christian Parker's lap down, John West's lap down. There are 23 cars on the lead lap, so not many cars have a shot at this win, and a lot of them are damaged. James Kerrigan, the 01, is out front for this restart. Marcus Sachi is 2nd, Alexander Rowe 3rd, Alex Stewart 4th, and Jake Galloway rounds out the top 5. So into the restart zone they come. Can Kerrigan get another great restart, keep that race lead, and the green flag is back waving. Yeah, Sachi did not get a good restart, but not getting a really good restart there. Alexander on the A2 really spun the tires there and is into the clutches of Alex Stewart in the 39. Down the backstretch, Sachi closes in on the 01 to Kerrigan just a little bit. Through 3 and 4, does he have a shot right here? He does. He's looking to the inside off of turn number 4. Cannot quite get there. And Kerrigan powers off the top side with 15 laps to go at Richmond. 3 cars in a line trying to pull away. Sachi back to the inside now. He's challenging. And down the backstretch, Marcus Sachi in 3 and 4. will grab the race lead from Dakura against the 0-1 way up the track, 3 wide off of 4, and Alex Stewart will grab 2 positions in 1 pass. Stewart to second. He's going for the race lead in turn 1. It's a good handling car right now. Here comes Alex Stewart in the 39. Balance Sachi down the backstretch, 3 wide back there. Joe Jefferson's getting caught up high as Isaac Nichols goes to the middle lane. Alex Stewart to come off turn number 4. He'll grab the race lead away. Stewart out front. Alexander on the 82 will grab second for Marcus Sachi. John West going for third. He might be going for the race lead off turn number 2 as Alexander Rowe grabs it. Rowe now to the race lead. John West going for the second position. James McCurgan trying to regain lost ground. He's up to third. He's now going for second down the front stretch as we've not got much time left. 12 laps of racing to go at Richmond. And these laps will go by in an instant. And John West actually a lap car. So West is not in the lead lap. He's not battling up here for positions. He's still battling hard. DeCurrigan for the race lead. 3 wide further back with Alex Stewart and Jake Galloway making contact. And DeCurrigan back out front with 11 laps to go. So he lost on the restart break, gained it right back. Jake Galloway driving hard to the bottom lane. Sachi trying to get back up here. Eli Bryan the 88. There's the 4 and the 23 also coming up to the front. As Galloway trying to run down the 0-1 of DeCurrigan. Sachi will grab third, but don't count out Eli Bryan the 88 and the 4 of Jason Larker. 2 cars get clear of the big battle for third on back. 3 wide, Alex Stewart in the middle. Jason Larker down low. Up top, it's Marcus Sachi, Alexander Rowe, and others. For the second position, Eli Bryan the 88. That car driving well. Gets to the bottom with now 9 laps of racing to go. 9 laps to go, 3 cars pull away. Jason Larker's got it clear in 4th. 5th is going to be Justin Heath. Jake Galloway way up the track. He'll lose the 3rd position. Here comes Eli Bright charging on Galloway. Or charging on DeCurrigan, excuse me. Justin Heath will grab 3rd now in the 23. Still 3 a little bit further back. The lap car ahead is the 5 Jeff Bright. I don't know why he's still out there. He's been involved in 3 crashes. Doesn't even have a front end. His teammates right now in 2nd though. Down the backstretch they race. Eli Bright trying to find a way around the 0-1. It may happen right here. Off turn 4. To the back he goes, but can't get by. 7 laps to go. Still anyone's racing this top pack right here. The front pack that's gotten away, they all have a shot. Eli once again trying to get around the 0-1, but DeCurrigan has a pretty good car right now, staying out front. Come to see 6 laps to go. And Eli cannot get around that 0-1 of DeCurrigan. He has the runs off the corners, but the 0-1 doing a great job. Getting pretty good runs as well. 6 laps to go. This time Eli has a peek to the inside once again. Still can't get beside him. 3 cars now pull away as Justin Heath has joined this battle. They're going to catch Jeff Bright, but Bright's staying up high. Look at this, 3 wide off of the corner. A little bit of contact there. Justin Heath on the inside will grab the race lead as the top 2 got slowed by the 5 of Jeff Bright. Now if the yellow comes out, the race is over, and Alex Stewart has joined the fun, and the pack behind as well. 2 cars pull away. And DeCurrigan's chances are done. He's been caught by the 5 of Jeff Bright. Cars up out of the way. John West and others. DeCurrigan's just put Bright in the wall out of frustration. Now 4 laps to go. Jason Larker grabs 3rd. Justin Heath has gotten away, but Eli Bryan the 88 still trying to close in. DeCurrigan's chances are done unless these front few wreck. Coming to see 3 laps of racing to go. Heath does go up the track. Here comes Eli Bright driving hard. Side by side with that 23.3 to go. Does this allow the 4, the 6, the 39 to close in? DeCurrigan is 6th, trying to have one last shot at it. Eli Bright grabs the race lead away. But he still has to negotiate 2 more laps. Heath, though, goes way up the track. Eli will pull away in the 88. 2 laps to go. About 1.5 miles left, and Eli has a pretty good sized lead over Justin Heath. But anything can happen. Gets off of turn number 2 nicely. Down the backstretch, you'll see the white flag this time. They're battling behind. Through 3 and 4. Off of 4 they come. Eli does go up the track a little bit, but he has a pretty good lead. They battle for second. 1 to go for Eli Bryan the 88. Trying to bring another victory to Junior Motorsports at Richmond in the Target Series. Through 1 and 2. Great corner. As long as he doesn't mess up 3 and 4, he has this win done in the bag. Through 3 and 4, gets it down to the yellow line, and Eli Bright rounds off of 4. He'll win at Richmond. And 3 wide across the stripe there with a few drivers. Eli Bright gets out front at the right time at the end. And that 88 car is pretty fast. He pulls away from the battle for second to win, once again, the Target Series and get even more chase points and try and get up there and get to that points lead as well. He's pretty close to that. Let's go check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Toyota 250 at Richmond. There were 3 caution flags for 15 laps. All 3 of them came pretty early in the race. And 8 lead changes among 7 different drivers as Eli Bright gets out front at the right time to win in the Toyota 250 in his Chevrolet. Justin Heath ends up second, Alex Stewart third, Jason Larker fourth in the empty field for James DeKerrigan. He got out front, dominated, leading 26 of the 38 laps, got held up by the 5 of Jeff Bright. He put Jeff into the wall, getting by him. DeKerrigan can only get back up to the 5th place finish. But man, oh man, what a dominating car he had. Marcus Sacchi ends up 6th, Justin Zaidel 7th. Where did Luigi come from after missing some of those wrecks? He ends up in 8th, Alex Giroux 9th, and Tim Randolph rounds out the top 10. So there's your top 20. How about Jennifer Buford? Who would have thought that after the damage she sustained, that one crash looked like pretty heavy rear end damage, she comes up to finish 11th. So she extends her points over Joe Sandrovich. She had a dismal day here at Richmond after having to come to pit road a few times, losing laps, and Sandrovich ends up the race 25th a lap down. Not much he could do there at the end. 23 cars finish on the lead lap. As Jeff Bright finishes 3 laps down, he's involved in all 3 cautions here tonight, as so many drivers ended up out of the race with damage sustained in crashes, as each of the crashes we had were pretty big ones. Let's now go look at the point standings. Here are the points. And after Richmond, Jennifer Buford extends her points lead over Joe Sandrovich, who's second up to 96 points. Luigi is closing a little bit. He's 121 back. He's third. He still needs to win along with Sandrovich. Eli Bright's up to 4th after 2 victories. And Jose Fernandez rounds out the top 5. He needs to win as well. Jonathan Buford in 6th. And Joe Jefferson needs to win. He's 7th. Michael Sanders in 8th. Justin Heath is 9th. And Marcus Sacchi rounds out the top 10. So there's your top 20. There's my oh my. Right now in the top 20. The chase drivers would be Jennifer Buford, Eli Bright, Jonathan Buford, Michael Sanders, Justin Heath, Gatlin Downey, Levi Shones, James DeKerrigan, Isaac Nichols, Roland Cook, Alexander Rowe. That's 11 of the top 20 that would be in the chase. We look down 21st to 40th, and Jake Galloway has the final spot over the 31, of Jim Gambit. Wyatt Walker's there, and McDowell, Tim Randolph, Justin Zaidel. But some of those drivers might need a second victory to get in. And of course, a lot can happen, as we keep mentioning. Sandrovich get to the points lead. Luigi can get to the points lead. Fernandez could win. Luigi could win. Sandrovich could win. Jefferson could win. Sacchi, Ferris, they could all win and really affect how this happens. Because then, if a lot of drivers win these next few races, obviously there's not many races left before the chase. We have 10 races left in the season, and it's a 7-race chase, so not many races left before the chase. But say each of these next races are won by a different winner: Sandrovich, Luigi, and Fernandez. Say those 3 win, that's 3 more spots. But it's not like Rhodes going to get kicked out. He has 2 wins, so as long as he stays top 30, he's fine. So he'll kick out the next driver with 1 win. So Cook would get knocked out. Galloway would get knocked out. DeKerrigan will get knocked out because of some of these drivers having 2 wins and their lower points. So a lot can happen. It's going to be very interesting to watch here at these next few races. How about Galloway, too? After getting injured in the Gary Cup Series race at Indianapolis, comes back to Richmond with some pretty heavy injuries and driving injured. Had a pretty good race in the first half, but kind of fell off there. Maybe the injuries kind of got to him a little bit. Maybe he was feeling sore. He didn't want to switch out, obviously, because he says that when he can still make the chase, he wanted to race to make sure he can make it. So that's a gutsy effort there by Galloway to stay in the race. He fell off there towards the end, but it was a great result overall for Galloway. Great race there at the beginning. So the next race in our quest to get to the chase for the Target Series, the Pennzoil 300 at Charlotte. It's been wild in the past. It was wild earlier this season. Can't wait to see what this one's going to be like. I'll see you guys for that one.